soldier, man at arms, get down. Scars on my hands and arms, hit town. Niggas know that man is armed, sit down.
If you've seen my video Murder on the Tracks, I've got a shocking update for you. If you haven't seen it, the link is in the description below, but here's a quick background. Kevin Ives, then 16, and Don Henry, then 17, were brutally murdered on August 23, 1987. They were killed because they stumbled across a drug and cash drop. And that drug drop was from the still ongoing operations out of Mina Airport that happened during Iran-Contra, that were started up with Barry Seal, but continued on after his death. Their bodies were placed on the railroad tracks in an attempt to cover up their murders. Their murders were then covered up by local and state and then federal authorities, and have been for the last 30 years, because they themselves, meaning the authorities, were most likely involved in the murders. And here's a rather shocking update. Remember this WWF superstar from the 1980s? I sure do.
Introducing in the ring from Portland, Oregon, weighing 246 pounds, Billy Jack Haynes. Soon to be entering the ring area, accompanied by Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 200.
Of Randy Savage. Powerhouse, definitely. Billy Jack, he's going to get the nod for power, but Savage going to get it for speed. Nice duck under there. High cross body. Champion down the leg hook. 2 count only. Oh, look at that power.
Wasn't as devastating as Macho Man's though.
Tables turned here. Is Billy Jack going to work? Look at the intense look on the face of this youngster. Suplex coming up. High vertical. Turned him loose. Well, it wasn't really executed all that well. Look out, second turnbuckle on the inside. Oh, planted an elbow right in the stern.
Well, just a couple of weeks ago, Billy Jack Haynes came out with this shocking admission. He was there the night Kevin and Don were killed.
I'm Billy Jack Haynes, former World Wrestling Federation wrestler. Today I come with no mask. I come with no hidden voice. I come to you straight face to face because this is reality, man. Don't hide nothing. 30 years ago, I witnessed the murder of 2 teenagers on the railroad tracks August 23rd, Alexander, Arkansas. 27 years of that, I was a drug addict on pain pill medication. I become clean. It kept bothering me and bothering me and bothering me, and finally, when Seth Rich was killed July 10th, I knew that was a message to me because that's my birthday, July 10th. So here I am coming forward. This is a plea that I'm going to read here for you today. The plea is for those who has yet to contribute to the GoFundMe.com Kevin Ives, Don Henry murders that happened 30 years ago. Please contribute to the fund so that the investigator can continue his work. He says that they still need to interview possible witnesses and gather more information that will assist him in the investigation of the murder of Kevin Ives and Don Henry. Also, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, hashtag Kevin Ives, hashtag Don Henry. A former drug trafficker, I'm ashamed to say, and a hired enforcer. In the late 70s and early 1980s, when I was in my 30s, I stood 6'3" and weighed between 260 and 300 pounds. I was very visually intimidating. I'm not proud to say that. In the 1980s, I transported and trafficked large quantities of cocaine throughout the United States of America. I bought cocaine from the largest drug trafficker in the United States, Barry Seal, out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I would then sell that cocaine to contacts around the United States. Barry Steele later introduced me to a politician drug dealer from Arkansas. In 1984, that politician drug dealer asked me to kill David Kennedy, who I later learned was the son of very well-known politician Robert F. Kennedy, the brother of President John F. Kennedy. I was also an enforcer who provided muscle to other parts of the criminal element to ensure that their illegal business dealings were collected upon. In August of 1987, I was contacted by the Arkansas criminal politician and was asked if I would provide muscle at an Arkansas drug stop. The criminal politician suspected that some drug money drops were being stolen. He suspected that the state police officers were involved in the thefts in Arkansas. I agreed to assist with security at the drug drop site. While conducting security for the drug money drop, I witnessed the murders of two young boys, Kevin Ives and Don Henry. They were murdered by other individuals who were working for the same criminal politician. Their bodies were placed on the railroad tracks to be mutilated by a passing train. In late 2016, I contacted Linda Ives and informed her that I was on the railroad tracks, and when her son was murdered, I was there. I have since met Larry and Linda Ives and their private investigator, Keith Ronsaval. I gave them a statement outing everything that I knew about their sons and Don Henry's murders. In my statement, I named 3 local enforcement officers, 2 local attorneys, politicians, and a local bar owner as those being on the scene of the murders in 1987. I also named the criminal politician who directed the events at the scene via cell phone with one of the attorneys, politicians, and me. Your assistance by donating to the Kevin Ives and Don Henry GoFundMe account is greatly appreciated by Larry, Linda Ives, me, Billy Jack Haynes. Please, if you've got it in your heart, I'm standing here putting my life on the line today, telling you that I could very well be killed. Open your pocketbooks, give money to this fund, because they have to be taken down. And Linda Ives, after 30 years, man, 30 years if your son was killed, you deserve some credit too, and you deserve some money coming your way so it can be investigated. Go to the GoFundMe page, please. Thank you very much.
Wow, I'm still picking my jaw up off the floor. With all the unreal things that's happened in this case over 3 decades now, I shouldn't be surprised. But yes, please go to the GoFundMe page, linked in the description below, and donate what you can. Even if it's $5, it helps. And let's get to the bottom of this once and for all, and get this case finally resolved, and finally get some justice for the Ives and Henry families, as well as justice for all the other families affected by this tragedy. And if you live in the Arkansas or surrounding area, be sure to tune in this Thursday, February 15th, 2018, to Channel 7 News.
The 2 boys had been lying across this stretch of track.
It's been over 30 years since 2 teenage boys were found dead on these tracks in Saline County. The tracks are still here, and so is the mystery regarding what happened. What's new is a witness has come forward.
I witnessed everything that happened.
He has nothing to gain and everything to lose.
I think he's telling 100% truth.
The new witness speaks out for the very first time what he saw that tragic night, Thursday at 10 on Channel 7 News.
I'd rather do it by myself. Stack money, make music, put my product on the shelf. So many haters, man, it's hard to they mad as fuck with an S like